heat up and warm up and do all those things. How's everybody doing today? I want to reassure folks because I've been going live on Rumble. So many places I'm wandering about now. Okay, let's pop out the chat now that I've got that paused. Pop out the chat. Chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Chickadee-dee-dee-dee. And F11 that. Hey! How's everybody doing? Now we got to put our silicone mat over the keyboard of my laptop. One of these days, I'm going to have like a tablet that I can work from and read the chat too. Okay. So, now, just, there we go. All right, so what we're doing, oh yeah, I better turn this off. So what we're doing today is, you've seen me make pancake mix. And I was talking yesterday, and someone asked me if I could make a basic muffin mix. And I thought, well, it can't be much different, right? The only problem I've ever had about making like a boxed cake, like an instant cake mix or a muffin mix, happy Tuesday, is the fact that sugar is much heavier than flour, and you want it to be really well mixed. Enter icing sugar. So what I've got is flour, powdered milk, icing sugar, powdered eggs, cinnamon, and baking powder. Happy Mardi Gras to all my friends who know what Mardi Gras is all about. I don't. I just know it's a big party in New Orleans. So, what we're going to do... Hi! Hey! Jammin, Karen, Rosie, Mama Dukes, Lacey Black, Lena K, Zach Lee, Kim Solomon, and anybody else that's here. Okay, let's put on the live chat. Hi, Kendall. How are you, darling? Kathy Ponder. Hello, beautiful people. Okay, so I'm going to turn this, oi, like this, so you guys can actually see what I'm doing, all right? Let me have my sip of tea here. Now, I got this idea. One of these jars, it had flour in it, that's why it's dusty. One of these jars, this is wow, really? 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One of these, I always thought these were 10 cups, but one of these is like 8 cups, okay? A half gallon jar. And you could probably get 9 in with the neck. So this is what we're going to make our muffin mix in. It's the party before Lent. Oh, I don't do Lent anymore. I don't do Lent anymore. I'm not a Catholic anymore, so. All right. So what we got to do is we got to figure out how to get, I don't know. These are ounces. So we're going to figure out how to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cups of powder in here. And we want to make sure that this is our stuff. You putting on the TV, you won't be talking. Okay, Kim. Hey, Willows. Linda Bob. Helen Burke. Lynn Vetter. Okay. So first off, we got to do the math here, okay? So the math is going to be, I'm going to say 4 cups. Let's say 5 cups. And that leaves us enough left over to do 3 cups of powder. So here's 1, 2, 3, We'll start off with 3. Remember that number, guys. 3. Because we want to mix in our powdered ingredients. And I'm going to do, about a 1/4 cup of baking powder. That was a 1/3 of a cup, so I didn't fill it. Bacon wrapped jalapeno, cheese stuffed bacon wrapped jalapenos. I don't know how you folks can eat jalapenos. All right, so I'm going to just start sifting this a little bit. How many cups of flour do we have, people? 3. So now we're going to add, I'm almost out of powdered milk here. 1 cup of powdered milk. So that means we're up to 4 cups of powder. There goes my thing on the floor. Good thing I got another one here. So we've got 1 cup of powdered milk and 3 cups of flour. Hey, Matt, how are you, darling? Okay. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of cinnamon. And then we're going to put in not quite a 1/3 of a cup, but maybe a 1/4 cup of powdered eggs. Now, if you don't have powdered eggs, that's a 1/3 of a cup, too much, but if you don't have powdered eggs, you just add the eggs in liquid after, like when you're making up your mix. I got 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of milk, a 1/3 of a cup of powdered eggs. We're going to put our 2 more cups of sugar, or 2 more cups of flour in here, making this 5 cups. There's our 5 cups of flour. Let's start sifting this down. So for 5 cups of flour, I'm going to say that would be 2 cups of sugar, because we don't want these overly sweet, because we're going to add fruit and stuff to them. Now I'm using powdered sugar. Why am I using powdered sugar? Because it has a better consistency to work within the muffins. There's almost a cup. This is the powdered sugar I used on my snowballs, and then I sifted all the cookie crumbs out of. Whoa! Making a mess all over the place. There. 2 1/3 cups. Ooh, I'm getting it all over myself. 2 1/3 cups of powdered sugar. Now, we're just going to mix this all up. Hey, Corey! Okay, Lori. Well, I'm glad you could make it anyway. So here's what we got. We have 5 cups of flour, a 1/4 cup of baking powder, 2 cups of powdered sugar, 5 cups of flour. Let's do it as it goes down. 5 cups of flour, 2 cups of powdered sugar, 1 cup of instant powdered milk, a 1/3 of a cup of powdered eggs, a 1/4 cup of baking powder, and all we need left is just a little bit of salt. All right, I'm going to clean this stuff up, and then we're going to just give this a good mix. Yes, my hands are clean. Now, see, if we had regular sugar in here, it would sink to the bottom, right? Oh, Rosie, I use powdered eggs for all my baking. I put it in my bread, my cakes, my muffins, my instant pancake mix. I paid $120 for 4 pounds of powdered eggs. These are not, and then I break them up and into jars and I put them in the fridge. I've had this for 2 years. These are not scrambled eggs. These are raw dried eggs, and I got them at Walmart. Or not Walmart, for God's sakes. I got them at on Amazon. I paid $120 for these, but it's been lasting me forever. So if you don't have powdered eggs, when you go to make your muffins, see, these muffins, all we have to add is some water and some oil, okay? If you don't have egg powder for this mix, then you will add an egg to your recipe, okay? I'm gonna get cleaned up here, and then we're gonna bake some muffins. All right, let's try it, because, you know, I can't tell you, but I've never done this before. So we have to do this in a way that we're gonna have to test it to see if it actually works. So before we get going here, let's start putting the stuff in the, let's get a funnel while I put this stuff away. All right, I'm gonna put stuff away. Biloxi. I love that name, Biloxi. It's cool. Okay. I still have some powdered milk left. We'll save that because every little bit counts when you're making something like pancake mix. Put my cinnamon and my baking powder away. Powdered sugar. And powdered eggs. Let us get funneled and see how well our measurements did. I want to stir this up as we go, just to make sure everything's well mixed in. Yes, I make a mess. My dad used to say, you know, you sure do, you're a good cook, but you make a mess, darling. And I said, it's all part of the creative process, Dad. And when I went to work in the machine shop for my cousin Leo, he said, God, you're messy, but by God, you can produce. Let's just tap this down. All right. Now, let's hope this works as muffin mix, because if it don't, it's going to be glorified pancake mix. Okay, now. Oh, almost. Hang on. How much have we got in here? Okay, so this made 9 cups, okay? So we're going to put, now because this, you can't measure this like flour. So because this has got sugar and milk and eggs in it, we're going to do 3 cups of this. The first one was a little empty. Yes, we're gonna make banana muffins. So there's 3 cups of this mix. Now let's really hope that this actually works, because I'm gonna put a label on this jar calling it muffin mix. All right. Muffins mix. Because if this works, it's not a big deal to make zucchini muffins or anything else like that. All right, now I'm gonna put this up on the fridge, and I'm gonna wipe this down here. Well, I'm not putting any chocolate chips or anything in this because it's for Gracie. Well, it's for all of us, but Gracie's getting one. And the reason I'm making muffins is so I can give her one birthday piece. Like one cupcake with peanut butter on it. No, they're not cupcakes, they're muffins. Okay. Oi! Oi! Now you're going to have to add liquid to this because we've got powdered eggs and powdered milk. So for 3 cups, I'm going to say 1 cup of liquid. So half a cup. We're going to start with a half a cup of oil. Yeah, I'm going to have to sweep now too. We're going to start with a half a cup of oil and a half a cup of water. So here's our half a cup of water. And then we're going to top it up to a full cup with oil. Now, let's get on over to the mixer. Oh, I should get out muffin cups, eh? A muffin thing. Let me see here. Oh, for the love of Jenga! Find my muffin papers. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to be using bananas, so I may not even use all of this liquid. Oh, that chair. Out of my way. All right, now. And I'm really sorry, folks, but this this whisk thing, or this KitchenAid is an old KitchenAid that we bought for 150 bucks. It's noisy, okay? Oh, and it's not plugged in either, is it? So let's unplug Sam and plug in Ghost. How he really needs to do me another box of plugs here. All right. So first things first, let's get our bananas in here. This is what made me... Okay. Now, this would be where you would put your eggs if you were adding eggs. But I have mine in here. So, let's whip these up. Now, you guys see okay? I can't see the chat. I forgot salt, so I'm going to add that. Now, we're going to start adding in our dry muffin mix. Like I said, you may want to use more oil and water if you're not putting a wet fruit like bananas in. Wait a second, is this not on, correct? What's going on here? We're going to do this alternating with the water and oil. You may want to use more water and oil if you're doing something where you want to make a muffin and then just add blueberries at the end. But we will see how far this goes. Okay, because of the bananas, we only need 1/3 cup of water and 1/3 cup of oil. Because this is muffin mix, right? So 1/3 cup of oil and 1/3 cup of water if you're using 2 bananas. If you're not using any moist fruit like applesauce or something, then you would use a 1/2 cup of oil and a 1/2 cup of water. Oh, come on, you. All right. Okay. Oh. Back over here we go. We're going to turn our oven on to 375 degrees. And let's see how our instant muffin mix banana muffins work. Okay. Avocado oil from Costco. Take the whisk out and check if it's in the dent so it would be quiet. Okay, well, now there's a little bit of dry ingredients here. Now I need a little spatula or something. Or a spoon. Here's hoping. Now, just to be safe, I am not filling these all the way, obviously. Cross your fingers, folks. I may have just wasted a whole lot of ingredients for nothing. A little too much in there. There we go. Now, if this works, I will put the full recipe in the finished video on our half-acre homestead, okay? I probably could have used another muffin tin. But I don't have enough. I should have used my larger muffin tin. Okay, so this would make 7 muffins. It all depends on your muffin tin. We're going to let Gracie have the bowl because it's her birthday. There you go. All right. As soon as the oven heats up, we're going to put these in at 375 degrees for 20 minutes. So let's wait for the oven to beep. How's everybody doing? Now I can sit down. I gotta go, I'm gonna set these on top of the stove. An ice cream scooper. Yeah, mine broke. Mine broke. I need a good set of ice cream and ingredient sizes. I need a good set of scoops. Do they look like they're gonna work? We'll see. Gracie likes it. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go get my fan. Put things away as I go. Oh. I shall be right back. Okay. I wear my work well. What do you mean? Does that mean I'm fat? Because never trust a skinny cook. Because they don't eat their own cooking. Hey, Craig and Anne Marie. Hey, Melissa. Zach Lee. Freaky Geek. Barefoot Chickens. Rescue dogs have a learning curve all their own. Every day I discover something new about her. She ate the beet slice, but I stopped at one. Do I have flour on my pan? Well, what else? I'm wearing my apron. Come on. Oh, hush, Gracie. Nobody's going to interrupt you and your... Hey, Liz. Happy Mardi Gras, Corey. Are you having a good time? First one of the day. Well, Helen. I probably could have used bigger tins. Maybe I'll spray around the edge. My Daisy love muffins. Hi, Billy. How are you? And I've heard never trust a skinny cook. I knew a skinny cook once. I'd like to be called chef. Grinning around the fan. Hi, Missy. So as soon as our stove heats up, so here's what's going on. Pardon me, no, my flour gets, I'm actually, Arthur would probably say, that's because you're gluten intolerant. He thinks I'm gluten intolerant. I probably am. But all-purpose flour makes my nose run and sneeze. Hell, it was hell in the wintertime in the bakery because there was no doors open, no windows, so the air was full of flour. There it is. Okay, and just because, I'm just going to give a spray over top here, just in case the muffins rise up over the top. Now let's just see. Fingers are crossed. We will check on them in 15 minutes. Let's say 20 though. My gosh. Bev, sitting in Tim's having a green tea. I will watch the replay when I get home. Cool. Does powdered eggs store well? Yes, absolutely. I have had them. They say they're good for a year. But I opened the 4-pound box and it fills like 3 quart jars. 3 or 4 quart jars. And because it's 4.5 pounds or something. But once I get them into jars, I fill them right to the top, tamp it down, fill them right to the top, and then I keep them in the refrigerator in the pantry. We have a little fridge in the pantry. We call it the dairy. It's where we keep all our extra cheese, milk, lard, cream, all those things. Bev, you could try your loaf pans. Well, at this time, I could probably use this as a bread, so we'll try it another day, like as a zucchini bread or something. Yeah, and this is because yesterday, Joe Mama said, Bev, can you make an instant muffin mix base? And I went, I'll see why not. The only thing that really bothered me was people say put sugar in it, but when you put sugar in it, it floats down to the bottom and it's never really properly mixed because it's heavier than the rest of the ingredients. Wait a minute. Yes, okay, here was the recipe for the mix. 5 cups of flour. 2 cups of icing sugar, powdered sugar. 1 cup of instant powdered milk. 1/3 cup of powdered eggs. 1/4 cup of baking powder. And I'm going to say a tablespoon of salt because I didn't put that in there. And a tablespoon of cinnamon. And then you sift that all together and put it in a nice jar, like I have up on my fridge. Yes, I put baking powder. The only thing I didn't put in it was salt, and I threw that in the mixing bowl. Because if these muffins work, I'm going to do a video for the Gracie, it's all about Gracie channel. And I'm going to take one of those banana muffins and I'm going to put peanut butter on the top and put a little candle in it. Not sure. I think Bev has a video on how to turn sugar into icing sugar. Yes, you can. You can very easily do that. Well, it's not easy. It's a long process. You need a good coffee grinder. Now, I bought a coffee grinder. I'm not going to make any icing sugar because... Where's that bowl, Gracie? It's down around my feet. Oh, my goodness. Let me see your face. Gracie. Hey. You got batter on your chin, baby. Come here. Let me wipe your chin. You got batter on your chin. Yes. Uh-oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Come here, Gracie. Come and say hi to everybody. Come here. Don't be. Oh, my goodness. Now that we're not handling food, I can give you your yummins. Happy birthday to you. Her birthday was actually on the 11th. Because we got her on April 11th and she was 8 weeks old. So that's what they told us. But we've celebrated on Valentine's Day. In the this a little bit. Oh, God. Okay, hang on. Now watch how her ears go back when she loves her scratches. Watch. Come here. Oh, gotcha. Okay, say hi to everybody. There you go. Come here. Oh, God. Look at her ears go back like, oh, yeah. Now she's going to do the kidney bean. Oh, she's going to go back to her bowl. So, I think it's the mess, not the weight. What? What are we talking about? Yeah, she has, we call her Mona Gracie, we have named you. Pretty good for a 9-year-old boxer, eh? She's still Mama Baby Girl. Oh, Mama Baby Girl. Well, I mean, my father taught me, like I used to do baking and, hang on, I have a dog hair on my face. You're Gracie, Mama Baby Girl. So I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, Joe asked me if I could make a basic muffin mix, and this is what we're experimenting with today. Now, if they don't rise, it could be because of the bananas, but we'll see. We'll see. I used to when I would do baking, it would get all over the kitchen, and there would be dish Jenga. I'm famous for dish Jenga, right? And my dad kept trying to instill in me, tidy up as you go along, and it's not such a huge job afterwards. So I kind of do that. I got my dishwasher running. Don't go drink of water? My goodness. Hey, Michelle. If they don't rise, they might levitate. Yeah, Dad taught me that if you clean up as you go along, the cleanup process after the baking is not that big of a deal. So I've learned that the hard way over the years. So, guess what we're doing tomorrow on live? You know what we can do while we're waiting for the baking to do? I'll be right back. Let's make some Valentine's ornaments for our tree in the office. I'll be right back, folks. Let's make some ornaments for our Valentine's tree since tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Look out, please. Look out. Hush now. Hush, I said. Hush. What are you barking at? You're crazy. You're nuts. You're absolutely nuts. I meant to do this earlier in the week. Hush. You gotta go inside? Hang on, folks. Hush. There's nobody out there. Probably saw a squirrel. Go on. Nobody out there, doofus. Oh. All right. Now I got one more thing I gotta get. Ha 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 ha. So, she is a sass. She is a sassy girl. Okay, and if Renita Madrid sees this, thank you for my Valentine's Day card. She gave me an ornament for the tree, and I put her card in the tree. But let's make a few simple, easy ornaments. Okay, I bought these for Christmas to make things at Christmas time. But you know what? Let's see what we got. Yeah, we could do silver. And with purple. And of course red. Oh, that's more pink. And then there's red and more pink. Look at that. I bought these off of Amazon. So now, what I'm going to do is, I got these from Temu. And they're supposed to be like little pancake forms. But look at these. They're so tiny, but I do have a heart. So, I've never had foam glitter sheets until this past year. Or last Christmas. Okay, so now we're just going to make a few hearts. They don't have to be perfect. Actually, oh, look, that just makes an impression, doesn't it? But I can see better with the pen. This pen is crap. It's too fat. Oh! All right. Oi! Still no snow in Ohio? Oh, ow. And that's a pencil. All right, here we go. That's better. There we go. And I will do a special lot. Oh, come on. Yeah, she's barking. Now she wants back in. I mean, I might as well stand out on the deck. Oh, this hand. This thumb is where the rheumatoid arthritis is at its worst. And I use my thumbs a lot. Okay, now. I left these out because these came out with the Christmas ornaments. And I went, ooh, I could use those. So they're hooks. Now, where did my scissors go? Scissors. Oh, they're over there. All right, I'm going to let Gracie in and we'll be right back. Elliot, my ma'am said, hey. Hey, EJ Gameplay. Hi, Elliot. Oh. I got to go let Gracie in. Is that what you were trying to tell me? It's snowing, folks. That's what Gracie was trying to tell me. Oh, scissors before I sit down. All righty. Now. Hoy. All right. There's nothing up here for you, young lady. Actually, it would be easier if I just kind of cut this sheet into sections. Why? What did you do, Freaky? We're just going to cut out these hearts while we wait for our muffins to bake. We're going to take a little hook. I'm going to trim that. It's a little bit rough around that edge. And then we're going to just poke this through the foam right at the dip. And then we're going to, oops. And that's how we're going to hang them, you see? Send some snow to Ohio. No. You want to see it, though? Let's see if I can get you. Turn around. Come on. Turn around. What's going on with that? Why won't that turn around? Get back there. This is not working properly. There we go now. Can you see the snow? It's a long zoom, but there's the snow. Alrighty. I didn't peek at the muffins, did I? So now you know what I'm doing. I'm just cutting out hearts out of the foam paper, the glitter foam. You know, when we were kids, we didn't have things like this. We were ecstatic if we got some construction paper and crayons. 9 times out of 10, we were, I remember my mother opening up, because paper, when you were kids, paper was expensive. Okay. So my mother would open up, she'd open up brown paper bags. And it's always raining in Wales. Yeah, it's one of the reasons I can't live there. These are, got a little knot here. She would open up some paper bags and she would iron them out. Let's do it this way. I'm going to twist it. She would iron them out. She'd open them up and iron them out flat and give them to me and my brother. And it was like having a billboard to draw on. So when we got coloring books and crayons, I remember the first Christmas after my mom passed away. Maybe I should just wear these as earrings. What do you think? Oh, yeah. I love windows. When I was a little kid living in Toronto, our biggest window showed on the street, but the rest of the house was kind of dim because it was a row house, so it only had windows in the front and back because it was attached to other houses down the street, right? I reuse paper bags for boxes as well, or for wrapping parcels, because they're actually much sturdier than the parcel wrap that you buy, from the store. Tweedle-a, tweedle-a, tweedle-a-dee. I should have checked on my muffins by now. Let's have a peek. Oh my God. Oh, and they smell so good. Oh, folks, it's an absolute unequivocal success. Wait till you see these muffins. They're just about done. 2 more minutes. You feel sorry for who? Yellow bird up high in banana tree. Yeah, we used to cover, whenever we were given a textbook, we used to cover them with brown paper to keep them, because you had to turn them back in at the end of the year, and your parents made sure you covered them, because if you didn't turn them back in good condition, your parents had to pay for them. You guys got to see these muffins. First time I got my box of 64 crayons. Well, okay, the first Christmas after my mom passed. My dad went nuts on us. And he got a caterer. Remember I told you I crapped the bed? Because he got a caterer and it was like cold meats and salads and fruits and stuff. And all I could eat, I wouldn't stop eating, was stuff in my mouth full of cold meat. I was a skinny little kid. Stuff in my mouth full of cold meat and pickles, dill pickles. We never bought dill pickles because we'd eat them, right? And I crapped the bed. But that morning, I gotta say, my poor dad, eh? Oh shoot, I should have done this way first. My brother Bob and I thought we'd won the lottery. We thought we'd won the lottery because we got huge pads, and it was just newsprint. Thick, huge, big pads of newsprint and coloring books and watercolor paper and paints and pastels and crayons and colored pencils and sharpeners and the pastel kind that you could, rub and stuff. It wasn't chalky, and chalk, right? And my brother Bob and I thought, Scrooge McDuck had visited. because I can't remember anything else. I know we got a lot of other stuff, clothes and stuff, but all I remember is all those art supplies. And my brother Bob and I were like, for the rest of the day. We were just, you know, laying out all our shit and coloring and creating and stuff. All right, I'm going to take the muffins out of the oven and show them to you. You want to see? There they are. Oh! Ta-da! Look at those banana muffins. Aren't they beautiful? I gotta put them over here to cool off. Ah, ow. Let's get them out of the pan here and onto a cooling rack. For God's sake. God help me. Bingo! All right. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can just see if they'll come out. I should have used. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ow. Oh. Look. $3.75. Look at those beautiful banana muffins. Very crazy. Whoops. Oh. Okay, I got to do this because I'm going to be making our half-acre homestead video from this. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, yes, the muffin mix works. If you are not going to put bananas in, you're just going to put blueberries in, use a half a cup of water, a half a cup of oil, and 3 cups of the muffin mix, and a pinch of salt. And then, you know, mix them that way. But if you're going to use 2 mashed bananas, then you're going to use 1/3 of a cup of oil. Yeah, and 1/3 of a cup of water. Mwah! Take care, God bless. Okay, we're done. So, hi, Dottie May. I'm not going anywhere. Who's leaving? Hey, Jane Gressel, how are you today? I'm so excited that was a success. Like, seriously. Look at these banana muffins. I wonder how, I'm not going to worry about how sweet they are. We use less sugar. I thought you were for a minute. No. I was just saying it because I will download this video. And then I will edit out all the conversation and all that stuff. And I will do it on our half-acre homestead as a video for tomorrow. And you're not getting a muffin yet. You gotta wait. You hear her moaning? You're not getting a muffin yet. You will have to wait. Okay, I'm not going to use all of these sheets because I might want them for something else, but I am going to do a few different colors. That was for the video without the live, yes. Because a lot of people don't like my lives because, you know, they want instant gratification and they can't stand me. Oops, you went through a little too close to the edge. And they can't stand, you know, me walking around and the camera being blank for a while and stuff like that. So how many more of these do we have? We have one more pink one, and then I'm going to make a couple of purple and a couple of red. Well, that's pretty much it, Sherry, is that's where I got the idea. I've been thinking about it for a while, and the only thing I could think of was the sugar. And I thought, well, we don't eat a lot of boxed cake mixes, but you could use that as a boxed cakes mix as well. If you wanted it to be a boxed cake mix, then all you would have to do is leave out the cinnamon. Leave out the cinnamon. And then you could, you know, add whatever flavoring you want. You could add cocoa to it when you go to make your cake. You could add, you know, vanilla, obviously. Hang on. Stick that right through there. There we go. So you know what I'm doing tomorrow, folks. I'm planting seeds. I'm starting seed planting tomorrow. Do you want me to go live? Now, that's the next question. Okay, I'm going to do 2 red ones, 2 dark pink ones, and 2 purple ones. And that should be enough. You could bake for my family. Hey, Billy. They would be a great cake mix, not too sweet. Exactly. If you want the muffin mix sweeter, go ahead and add an extra cup of icing sugar. It was the icing sugar, as far as I'm concerned, was my stroke of genius. For the simple reason is, like I said before, regular sugar would be too heavy, right? You'd have to stir it up and mix it up every time you went to use it, right? So I'm hoping to, oh, I'm doing this on the outside, Bev. What are you doing? I'm hoping to go to the dollar store and get some St. Patty's Day stuff for the tree. But, here we go. So tomorrow I'm going to plant seeds. Okay, Freaky. Well, I'll probably do it as a live on here, and then again edit it for our half-acre homestead, because not everybody watches my lives. They wait for the so thank you, Timu, for the crappy cookie cut, or for the crappy pancake mold, because it works really well for this. I just wish they gave me a clover leaf. I wonder if I have a clover leaf in my cookie cutters. I should check, but I don't think I have any green of this foam stuff left. I'm glad they walk and not run. What? What's the difference between muffin mix, pancake mix, pancake mix, and cake mix? Muffin mix. This is a base muffin mix. So if you wanted to say add oatmeal, you know, you might have to add a little more sugar, but you could add oatmeal. Okay? You could add raisins. But if you don't add anything, it makes a good cake. Right? So the difference between this and pancake mix is the sugar. I don't put sugar in my pancake mix. I don't put sugar in my pancake mix. You can if you want, but this is, the next time I use this mix, I will try it on a zucchini bread. The only reason I'm doing muffins today is so that I can give Gracie a birthday muffin, a little birthday cake. She's going to get a banana muffin. That's why there's no chocolate in these muffins. She's going to get a banana muffin with peanut butter on it. Because I love... Whoops. Because I love my Gracie. Okay, there's the red done. Okay. What will take over a planting bed? Walking onion. Oh yeah, walking onions? Yeah, forget about it. They're going to be all over. They do take over. They do take over. Let's do a couple of purple ones. And I've been looking at my garden beds, and I think I'm going to go across the back for the beans again, but I'm doing 5 beds. And because I want more beans. Beans are a staple. Beans and carrots in this house are a vegetable staple because I know I can get Howie to eat them. Right? I tried growing walking onions and they froze. Really? They'll come back. You plant them, just... We need a special thing for that. Well, that's what we're doing. We're making ornaments for our tree. And maybe we'll do, what's tomorrow, Wednesday? Well, tomorrow I'm going to be going live with my patrons. Unlisted. And we're going to have a Valentine's party in the office with music and stuff. But that's tomorrow. All right. Little hook. As far as liquid goes, do you add more cake mix versus muffin mix, or is it basically the same? I would add more liquid until you get the consistency you want. The reason I add less liquid is because the bananas were going to be. But yeah, you know what? It's kind of like pancakes, okay? You could add water, right? You add some oil and some water together, and then you mix it until it's the consistency of batter that you like. It's that simple, right? Put the hearts together. They're going on my tree in the office. They're connected hearts. So I've got one more of these dark pink ones, and then I'm going to make tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. It's been an hour. I'm going to finish here, and you will see the full video tomorrow. And yeah, I'm probably going to add the ending with Gracie's happy birthday, because that's why we made these muffins in the first place. I love you guys. Take care. God bless, and we'll see you soon. Mwah! Okay, what am I doing here? I can't find where to go. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, no, you don't want to see my skin like, oh. Holy smokes. Why isn't this shutting off? Holy crap.